The story just became far more serious than it is personal. Because this is no longer about geopolitics or sanction. This is about three Indians who are caught inside a growing global confrontation at the sea. The focus is Iranian-flagged oil tanker called Marinera. Until recently, this ship was sailing quietly across the international waters. Today, it has become the center of a diplomatic storm after the United States seized it in the North Atlantic. You know what makes this seizure different? It's not just the ship, it was who was on the board. New reports confirm that three Indian nationals were part of the crew. They were among 28 sailors from different countries, including Russians, Ukrainians, and Georgians. These were the working seafarers, not any political actor. Well, they are now suddenly pulled into a clash between two superpowers. Now, for India, that changes everything. Let me tell you what exactly led to this dramatic seizure. Let me explain it very clearly. The US says that the tanker was linked to sanctions violation, specifically involving oil connected to Venezuela. According to the US, the vessel had already been flagged earlier for alleged illegal oil transport and had changed its name from Bella 1 to Marinera. US authorities claimed that the ship was being tracked for weeks and it was finally intercepted as part of a broader sanction enforcement operation. In the meantime, Russia strongly rejected this version. Moscow says that the seizure was unlawful and violated international maritime rules. Russian officials accuse Washington of overreach and warn that such actions raise military and political tensions, and that too far beyond this single incident. They argue that stopping a foreign-flagged vessel on a high seas, it sets a dangerous precedent. Caught in between, there are crew members, including the three Indians. They did not decide sanctions policy, they did not choose global alliances. Yet, they are the ones who are facing questioning, legal uncertainty and diplomatic delays. And this is often how global superpower works, right? Government clashes at the top and ordinary people, they are the one who pays the price. India is now watching the situation very closely. In fact, whenever Indian nationals are involved abroad, specifically in cases that are tied to law enforcement or security action, New Delhi moves cautiously but very decisively. The immediate focus is on their safety, legal rights, and consular access, while diplomatic channels quietly work in the background. Now let's zoom out, and the implications, they are much higher. This particular incident highlights how sanctions enforcement, it is expanding beyond paperwork and bank accounts into physical interceptions at the sea. Shipping lanes, oil routes, and international waters, they are slowly becoming arenas of the new confrontation here. And when oceans turn into pressure points, even a small misstep can escalate quickly. So, what happens next to the crew? How far will the US-Russia standoff go? And how many more civilians will find themselves trapped in the conflict they never chose? Because this particular seizure is not just a legal action. It is a warning that the world's rivalries are spreading and reaching the ordinary lives in dangerous ways. And right now, three Indians are living that reality firsthand.